Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. Here we got a 2008 Chevy Corvette in this beautiful blue paint color. In this video, I'm going to be doing a full installation of paint protection film on the hood, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so we got the PPF on the hood. We got a bunch of slip solution underneath it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up this back corner. You can see the edge wrap over here. So just gonna pull the film back. I'm gonna get some of my hot water tack solution. Spray it in there. I'm gonna slide that film into place, line that corner up, just like so. I'm gonna squeegee that down. There we go. Now we're gonna go over to the passenger side. We're gonna do the same thing. So, lift the film up, get my hot water tack solution in there. I'm gonna line up that corner, just like so. I'm gonna squeegee that down. Now we'll go to the front corners. There we go, right over here, we're gonna line this corner up. A hood like this is pretty simple to do. Not a whole lot to it. You just line your four corners up, and then you're gonna work from the inside outwards. Oh, got a little bit too much slip in there still. Gonna hold that there. Give it a few extra squeegees just to make sure that that's down. Now we're gonna do this side. Right over here, slight stretch into place. So all your tack solution is designed to do is to remove the slip solution that's in the area and get it so you can tack that area down. Tack solution is not to be used for anything more than just tacking your areas down that need to be tacked down, such as the four corners on this Corvette. Now, if we're gonna have a look, we can see so we got some fingers over here. Well, not fingers, but you can see the film's creased up over here. So I'm gonna take my hand, I'm gonna run all the air out of the valley. You want to get rid of as much of the air under the film as you possibly can before you start squeegeeing. Now we're good to start squeegeeing. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to start in the middle. I'm going to take the squeegee and we're going to go right down the middle just like that. And then we're going to go out the back as well too. So now that I've got the hood split into two sections, we're going to get the passenger half down first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the back of the hood here. Always wanna make sure you're overlapping your squeegee strokes to make sure that you're not gonna be leaving any moisture behind, or at least eliminate any potential moisture that's gonna be left behind. There we go, that's good. Now this valley over here, we're just gonna use a little bit more pressure, overlapping those squeegee strokes. There we go. There we go. Now when we get to this area where we know we have it tacked down, we want to be careful. We don't want to take and pull the slip solution through this area that's already tacked. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come over here, push out the bottom, bring this solution up and then over, because I don't want to push it through an area that's already been tacked down. Now, as you can see, this hood is very, very flimsy and easy to move. It's because the hood does open up like this, as anybody who's worked on a Corvette would know. Now, this area right over here, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna lift this up. We're gonna spray some tack solution in there, and we're just gonna squeegee that area down. Perfect. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to the driver's side, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna take and get all this air out, or as much of the air out as I possibly can. I'm gonna push it out the back. And there we go. So, overlapping squeegee strokes. Okay, same thing I did before. You can see this area, this is tacked down. Like I said before, you don't want to take your squeegee and pull all this solution through an area that's already down. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lift this up, and just going to want to squeegee that out. Now, you're probably wondering, what are we going to do with all these fingers? Before we do these fingers on the front, I got to take care of the situation I got going on the back here. So, just sprayed my hot water tack solution in there. Now, I'm going to do the same thing over here. So you can see the slip solution. With just squeegeeing the slip solution down, it's obviously very easy for the PPF to lift up. It's because none of the slip solution has had a chance to dry out yet. So that's why we're using the tack solution on the edges to flush out that slip solution and start to tack that hood to the vehicle. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to work on these fingers over here right across the front. So we're just going to pull the film back. Probably wondering how we're going to get rid of these. Well, we're going to take and lift the PPF up, and we're going to squeegee these fingers down at an angle. You always want to avoid creasing the film by squeegeeing over it. Just like this, down at an angle. Every time you squeegee these fingers down at an angle, you're dispersing all that built up film, which is exactly what you want. Nix, are we good? Same thing we're gonna do right over here. We're just gonna lift this up. I got my tack solution underneath it. Now, we're gonna do a little bit here on the passenger side. Okay,